Hello and welcome to my channel, Emma Jane's Garden, and today I am in my own garden at home and I am doing something, it's a bit of an experiment. So what I'm going to experiment with is my perennial beds I've done down on my plots. I want to make it much easier for weeding and stuff like that this year because, well, let's face it, we haven't got the time to weed, have we? Too busy picking flowers, making them look beautiful. So I am going to do an experiment with some grass clippings. So my husband's been cutting the lawn up here and he's blocked my pathway which goes to my secret garden, which is through here, and it's up, it goes up and around up there. I call it a secret garden but everyone can see it, but anyway. But what he's done is he's been putting the grass clippings here in a big pile, which is now blocked where my steps are. So I needed to move this anyway, and I thought, why not take this down to the plot and use this as a mulch. My mum's got an allotment, and her neighbour on her allotments uses this for her vegetables all the time, and she has the most amazing vegetables, and she waters once a week, every year, no matter what, and her vegetables always look amazing. So I thought, will it work for flowers? Well, we'll see. I'm going to try it, and I'll let you know if it doesn't. But I'll also let you know if it does, because it could be a really good way of doing it. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to put some more in the last bucket, and then we'll take them down to the plot. So there's, so basically there's grass cutting, bits and pieces in it, there's moss and all sorts in it, so I'm hoping it's going to be okay. So we're going to fill this up, this bucket, but he's probably gone now. I just found this, there was a slow worm living in here. He's gone. I wasn't quick enough with the camera. There's also a massive ant's nest, which isn't great. But we don't want to take them with us. There's ants living in this bit, so I'll be leaving that bit there because I'm not taking that with me. Right, let's put this into the buckets. So there's our slow worm. There he is. I don't want him to drop his tail, so he is cool. He's gone right down in there. Let's cover him back up. We'll leave that bit there for him. Right, let's get on with filling this bucket now. So I filled the buckets and it's in the car now. So I've got one here, 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 and you want to know why they're not in the back? That's because I can't get there. I don't know if you can see him. The dog is in the back, so he has to come everywhere with me. Here's my little trusty sidekick. So let's go down to the plot and put this onto the beds. Okay, so we're down on the plot and these are the perennial beds. I'll show those to you. So I'm going to do this before I have to go and pick the kids up from school, so this is going to be something speedy, I hope. Anyway, right, let me show you the beds. So this is the first bed. Okay, so if you can remember, for anyone that's watched the videos before, this was the perennial bed here, which was my pain in the butt of a bed and just never really did anything. Everything was always a bit rubbish in there. So what I've done is I've left a few bits and pieces at the top here. I've dug all the phlox out of here. This is a bit of, I don't know what's growing. I know this here and here are feverfew. Not sure. I have got something else planted here. Now I've got gyp and I've got heleniums planted here and here, but I can't remember where because I can't find anything. But I have noticed the slugs are eating something, so I think that's what it is. Until they start growing, I'm going to have to leave it. So this end's just staying as it is for a minute. So I have moved everything to the top here. So this is where we're going to be. So I've got my echiums here, which are these like thistly looking things. They're not weeds, they are actually a plant. Unfortunately, this poor little guy, I tried to dig him out because I was going to move him because it's all in the grass. So he's not looking so good because I went to dig him out and then decided not to. So hopefully he'll be okay. This is my Solidago, these here. Solidago. I've got some Geums. They're the Mai Tai variety. Then I bought some new phlox, some white ones. And this is like a pinky colour. This one. And those are just the standard whites. And then these are the phlox that I had from last year that were growing in that bed in front. And actually they've whooshed on since they've been in here. So there is one coming up here because by accident I broke off the stem off it, but it is coming again. So these are the ones I had last year. And then these 3 here I actually got from Wilko's as a pack of 3, so I don't know what colour they will be at all. And then I've got some Veronicas and some what is that, salvia, and at the front I've got some Astrantia. And then on this bed I've got a couple of dahlias coming up here and over here, you can't see them yet. Foxglove, which decided to grow there, fine by me, you can stay. A Helenium, which I bought from the garden centre the other day. I've got Echinaceas here, 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 one from the garden centre, some of these are from seed. And then I've got some Rebecca here, and more Echinacea, and then I've got some Scabious at the front. And that was Veronica, but it seems to have died. I don't know what's gone wrong with that. So I've left it in there to see if I can see some leaves, and that is the Veronica, so I'm going to leave those in pots for a minute. Right, and there's my buckets of stuff. So let's get on with this and see how far these 4 buckets go. The other one's over here. Right, let's get on. So the first thing I'm going to do is water it before I put the mulch down. Pesky weeds already there. Never ending. Okay, so that is it all watered. And one of the other reasons I want to mulch it is not just to keep the weeds down, but it's also to mean that I don't have to water so much, so it should keep the damp into the soil. Time for mulching. And that's taken just under 2 buckets, so that's pretty good. All it needs now is a bit more water. I'm going to go up and do the second one, and then I have to go and get the kids from school. But yeah, this is hopefully going to work out well. I have another idea for mulch which I've seen, which is using a type of horse bedding, and I'm going to trial that out on my dahlias. But that's quite a dry mulch. It's a bit more like wood chips, so I'm going to try that on the dahlias. I might do half and half grass on one dahlia patch and half of the horse bedding on the other, and see how we go. Anything that saves weeding and doing too much watering is a plus for me. Right, better get on with the second one. So I've done both beds, and I just thought I'd show you how deep I've done it. I found some things that were self-seeding, some Nigella and stuff, so what I've done is I've left them and I've gone around them. But if I show you how deep I've done it, because I don't really know how to do it, to be honest. But obviously it needs to be deep enough that the light doesn't get to the weed seeds. But also you don't want it so deep that it buries the plants that you've got. So what I've done is I've gone round each plant individually. I don't really like the look of it. It looks like I've just trimmed my bed, but anyway, it's fine. It is what it is, and it's going to do a job. It doesn't have to look pretty. Right, let me show you. Okay, so these are the phlox, and as you can see, what I've done is I've gone round them, so it's kind of maybe an inch thick all the way over, and you can see what it is. It's just chopped up. I mean, some of this grass has been there for 2-3 weeks. I'm just hoping that it's been there long enough to kill off any weed seeds that were in it, because on my lawn obviously I've got dandelions and daisies. I'm hoping it'll be alright, but as you can see the labels that we looked at earlier, kind of half buried now. And what I've done is I've tried not to go too close up to each plant. The smaller things like some of these geums, they're quite small still, because this is the first year they've been here. So this is the, just tripped over. This is her. She's very pretty. But she should have a much longer stem than that. But obviously, like I say, these are the first year. I bought these in as plugs from J. Parker's. If you're in the UK, that's where I got them from. So they were tiny little plugs when I bought them, so that's why they're not huge. So it'll be next year that I can start cutting from. So yeah, I'm going to see how it works. And this was the other bed, and again these were some plugs from J. Parker's. So some of these were from seeds, some of these were from seed, and I think these Rebecca were from J. Parker's. So they've got a little duvet on them now. Let's see how it works. So I'll come back and show you in a couple of weeks' time, see how things are getting on, and I'll let you know how the weed situation is going. Can you see the dog? He's fast asleep. Ooh, there. He's fast asleep up there. So I'll just show you around quickly. There's a few things flowering that you might be interested in. So, and I'll show you what I've done actually. There's quite a bit that I have done, quite a lot I haven't done. This is the problem with having a daytime job. It's not enough time in the day anymore. I've been coming up here in the evenings, but even that's not enough time. Right, so I have got, let me show you, gorgeous sweet rocket coming. And these are my sweet rocket that I've sown over winter here. So I'm hoping they are meant to be a biannual, so they'll be for next spring's plants. So I've got this one and I've got this guy here. I've picked quite a lot of this, so it looks a bit sparse. I had some Mother's Day flowers to do at the weekend for American and Canadian Mother's Day. This is my dahlia bed. Nothing is happening as yet, and oh no, I lie. Look, amongst the weeds are dahlias. And what were you? Oh, this is Small World. This was the little tiny white pom-pom. Absolutely love that. Oh, and look what else we've got. Ladybirds scurrying around. Oh, there she is, look. Well, you can stay. Oh, there's loads of them. Oh, look, I seem to have a ladybird farm. Oh, that's exciting. Oh look, and that's the ladybird larvae. Did you see the little, this one here? Oh, that there is a ladybird larvae, along with the mummy and daddy ladybirds. Can you tell I like insects? That has made me happy. That has made me happy. In fact, there's quite a few down there, which is really exciting because you need good bugs. You need bugs basically on your allotment. Whether you like them or not, you kind of need them because the bad bugs feed the good bugs. So I try not to use any pesticides other than the slug pellets because I really can't deal with slugs eating everything that I've spent all winter growing. So I try not to use them unless I really have to. And I do use them sparingly. I don't put a ton down. Oh, I was showing you what else was in flower, wasn't I? Better go this way. There's not a lot over here because I picked it for the Mother's Day. So these are my Sweet Williams. Beautiful. I love this one. She's so pretty. So that's almost Whip Williams, which I planted this time last year. So I planted them the autumn before, I planted them out in the summer, and oh no, I spring sowed them I think. So this is to be the first year they'll flower. And then I've got a few more over there. This is for my roses that I've mulched. So they're looking good. But this does need doing. But we'll get to that another day. Right, that is it for today. And like I said, I'll let you know how my little experiment goes. And I will let you know about when I start putting the horse bedding stuff down and see if we can see a difference between the grass and the horse bedding. But everything that I'm putting on is something that will mulch into the ground and should feed the ground at the same time as saving me watering and saving me weeding. So all round it should be a good thing. But anyway, I better go because my kids need picking up from school, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.